Welcome back to Chamber Chat. I'm so excited that Dorothy Pernu from Seven Rivers Regional Medical Center is here co-hosting with me today. Are you having a great time?
I'm having a great time. I've never done this before, of course.
Co-hosting?
No.
I think you're doing a pretty good job, I have to say. And I'm very excited that two of our Mo Bros are here as well, Dale McClellan and Leon McClellan from the M&B Dairy and the Ag Alliance. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for being here today. You're going to tell us about your Mo experience. But first, Dale, I have to hear the story about how Movember came to Citrus County.
Well, first of all, let me give you thanks for having us here. We feel honored to be here. The way Movember got started for me was strictly by accident. My wife and I went to the mountains last year, and I decided I hadn't seen my facial hair in a long time. I wasn't going to shave while we were gone. And when I got home, I still didn't shave it, and I run into some friends from Farm Credit of Central Florida. Tony asked me, "Are you growing that from Movember?" And I said, "I don't know what that is." And he explained to me that Movember was something that was to help raise awareness of men's health issues, and primarily prostate cancer is what he had on his mind. And I floated an email through our Ag Alliance group and got an email fired off very quickly back from Dorothy at Seven Rivers, and she said she would like to help in that event. And she actually did more than help. She managed it for us. But so I had the honor of being involved in the startup here in Citrus County.
Yeah, so then it really just kind of went full steam ahead, and now we are in our second year in participating in Movember festivities. And Leon, I just heard something very interesting. You actually competed in one of the events last year. Now, which category were you going for?
I was for the most unique, and I was the runner-up. Roy Carr beat me, so I'm coming after him this year.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Now, do the cows recognize you without your mustaches? What did they say about it?
I think they recognize us. We might have to clear our throat or something so they hear our voice. They know the sound. But cows are, it's funny you asked that, cows are creatures of habit, and when something changes, they're the first to recognize it. But no big deal with the cows on Movember. Except I wanted to call it Movember all of last year, and Dorothy wouldn't let me.
I kept saying, Mo, no moves.
Well, I like that. Well, I guess it's safe to say that during this month, M&B actually stands for Mo Bros, right?
Wow, I never thought of that. I would have been, I may copyright that if I did.
I'll give that to you.
Actually, I just feel very excited to potentially be part of something great, and I do think this has an opportunity to be a great thing. I marvel at how men and women have done things for breast cancer research and stuff, and it's been going on for years, and it's shocking to me that we men have been stuck in the mud so long, but I would like to see us be a part of a success story one day.
Yeah, and you're right about that. You know, October, of course, we know is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and this is a great time to just take a minute and think about men's health issues. You know, Dorothy had said in the first segment that there's a percentage of men that don't even really pursue their own health. So this is a way to just really kind of get men to say, you know what, this is time for me to think about myself and take care of myself.
Well, you know, I think what it is if we can make the women in our lives aware that we have a potential problem, they'll see that we are examined and checked, and men's health issues like prostate cancer, we don't feel them until it's too late. We have to do things like go to Seven Rivers and get PSA counts and stuff like this, and learn to be responsible for our own health. And our wives, my wife and mother, would keep me on top of anything if they're aware that I'm ignoring it.
You know, 90% of prostate cancers, if caught early enough, are curable. So, you know, that is really something that people need to be aware of.
I agree, and it's so easy to be complacent or lazy or what have you, or think it'll never happen to me. But you think about all the men and women that we see that have died or let cancer go way too long before they acted on it. And I just hope that we can be a part of the solution and stop some of this.
Absolutely. Well, we're so excited that you two participate. So, Leon, how does that feel when it's growing back in?
Well, I've been, 2 years ago, he asked me to, actually last year, he asked me if I would participate in it. And I've had facial hair for about 12 years, and so it did feel different. it was easier to do it this time than it was last time. I can tell you that. It gets easier every year.
You know it grew back, so it was going to be fine.
But the first time I shaved it, it felt pretty weird for a couple days. Yeah.
And both of you participated in the Shave Off that was held at the Chamber of Commerce office in Inverness. Now, Dorothy, from what I understand, the men that wanted to participate came out to this event. You had razors, you had the Barbasol, everything all set up so that they could say goodbye to their facial hair and start off the month of Movember with a clean face. And then this process now of growing back in worked out pretty well for you two, I would say. It's growing in there pretty quickly.
Mine has a little more white in it than it used to.
Does it? I don't notice any white.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to having you come out for the Mo Show and Finale party. That's going to be held at Berks of Ireland on November 29th. You'll see Dale and Leon there, so we're excited to have you both there. And we're excited to keep you with me on Chamber Chat.
I'll be here.
Chamber Chat wants to encourage you to shop local this holiday season, so we have two lovely ladies from the Glass Garage and Pepper Creek Pottery that are going to bring in some of their most unique specialty items, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.